Hey, this is Becca with Reset and Restore. Today we're going to dive into the respiratory system, the system that receives oxygen and provides our channels with the delivery of life energy for our very existence. In Ayurveda, we call this life energy prana. It is not only air, but consciousness that is everywhere, omnipresent, without us and assimilated within us, establishing our very being. The respiratory system is mainly the kapha dosha, due to the water element, providing lubrication and moisture to the delicate structures of the respiratory system. For example, there are many channels and branches in the lungs that lead to even smaller structures, such as the alveoli, that then absorb the oxygen into the bloodstream and throughout our entire body. Streams and channels within our physiology allow the flow of energy with the power of the water element and movement. Nutrients are able to be distributed throughout our body to provide nourishment and functionality from the subtlest level to the gross, supporting the very essence of our life. Even starting with our nasal passages that contain a moist mucous membrane that helps us to trap undesirable pollutants such as dust, pollen, and smoke, and refines the quality of air we inhale. When our nasal cavity gets blocked, then the flow of life energy into our system and oxygen to our blood gets impaired. Congestion is a common form of these blockages that cause disruption in the flow of our life energy. Later on, we're going to highlight a herb that is very beneficial for combating congestion. The channels within our body that support the respiratory system are known as pranavaha srotas. They enliven our mind, our body, and keep us in balance to maintain what is taken from our environment to our physiology, from the inhalation and exhalation. The pranavaha srotas are key pathways for breathing in, out, providing expression and energy to our being. In addition, these structures in our lungs give lubrication and cohesion for the harmony of our homeostasis. In synergy with the pranavaha srotas is the anavaha srotas, the channels within our GI tract. The balanced function of anavaha srotas plays a key role in enhancing the assimilation of nutrients through our agni, the transformative fire energy. When out of balance with the wrong diet, this will lead to impurities into our bloodstream, causing a sticky element of toxins called ama that affect the quality of the flow of nutrients within our channels. Ama in our bloodstream can go to our heart and lungs and directly influence our respiratory health. Foods that contribute to this toxic buildup are items such that are fried, processed, dry, cold, and rough foods. Another channel within our physiology is the Mamsavaha Shrotas, which work with the Pranavaha Shrotas to provide healthy structural tissues of the lungs, the bronchioles, and the trachea. With an increased strength and vitality of Mamsavaha Shrotas, the flow within Pranavaha Shrotas is supported and enhances one's prana and life energy. Diet is of primary importance to the nourishment of our channels and our dhatus, our bodily tissues, as all nutrients flow through the channels of the pranavaha srotas to deliver all that is necessary for the proper functioning of the tissues. If we are consuming too much processed and dry foods, for example, then this will increase the dry qualities within our tissue. Drying up of tissues will not allow for good absorption of nutrients within our physiology. We might start to get achy bones, dry cough, such like that. Proper lubrication and moisture from our finest tissues of our respiratory system, from our nasal passages to our lungs, to our air sacs that distribute to our bloodstream and circulate within our heart, are all vitally important pathways to our health and function. Besides the quality of our food, it is important to eat the right foods for each person's nature to maintain a healthy balance of doshas. When one's dosha becomes increased by the increase of foods with that quality, then it has an effect down the chain to the processing in our gut and to the distribution of metabolism of energy. Other factors important within our diet are also the combination of foods we eat, the quantity, the environment in which we consume our food, and even our emotions while we eat. If one eats in an emotionally disturbed state, then the proper flow of digestion is inhibited, and it even could cause food particles to not become digested and lodge within our channels, causing clogging and improper flow. There is a direct correlation between prana, our consciousness, and the health and longevity of life. Without prana, we cease to exist. When our prana becomes weak, and then it influences our energy and ultimately the length of our life. When one passes through death, there is no longer oxygen or movement to keep us alive. The coordination between our body, mind, and environment assimilate and maintain the very expressions of our being and are vital to the longevity and quality of our life. The herbs which are nourishing to our Pranavaha srotas, our life giving channels, are those that are classified as immunomodulators, increasing our immunity and life energy. The number one nourishing formulation recommended for Maharishi Ayurveda products is Amrit Kalash, which is also very much like Chyawanprash. Both Amrit Kalash and Chyawanprash are an antioxidant rich blend of herbs in a tasty paste form. Both products include amla, which is rich in vitamin C, dietary fiber, calcium, iron, and many antioxidants. And this is just one herb amongst a synergistic formulation of others that support the respiratory system and help to build immunity and ojas. Other classical herbs that are great for digestion, that are purifying in the sense that they allow us to assimilate nutrients into our physiology, are ginger, black pepper, pipali, tulsi, and licorice. These herbs, in particular, prime our digestive fire and help us to assimilate. They're very good for cooking. If you cook them with other things, then it'll help you to better digest your food. These other supporting herbs too are cardamom, cloves, cinnamon, nutmeg, and turmeric, which are really great for the fall weather. And then we have a couple other herbs here, barangi and katakari. And then another well-known combination I mentioned earlier that's great for congestion is triphala, which contains amla, bibataki, and haritaki. In addition to the consumption of herbs, essential oils can act to bypass our digestive system for immediate penetration and benefits. Breathing oils such as Mappy's Clear Breath, camphor, peppermint, eucalyptus, ravenstar, conifers, which is kind of like those pine scents, are perfect, especially during this winter season. So, in order to keep a healthy and strong immunity during the change in seasons, it's essential to maintain good respiratory health. Respiratory health is the essence of our being as we breathe in and breathe out. In order to balance our energy and expand our capacity, we can look to the insights Ayurveda provides. From the balance of our doshas, the elements, to our srotas, our channels, to our dhatus, our tissues, and the very consciousness of prana that is omnipresent within our mind, body, and environment. When we listen to our own inner intelligence, our life energy, we can better balance these things for longevity and quality of life. And this is what I wish for all of us, to live in harmony with the best of energies. Many blessings and good health to all.